How long did you wait to after getting married?
How long did we wait to what? How long did we wait to...
Kiss? Clink,
Clink, clink. Let's have a drink. You know what that means, everybody. It's another day.
And another vlog in the podcast setup.
Yep. You guys asked for it. You wanted it. And here we are back giving the people what they want. So I asked on my Instagram. What did I ask on my Instagram?
You asked for like awkward couple/married questions that you're too afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Could be too afraid to ask your mum, your friend, your partner.
Your teacher, your cousin, your...
Granny.
Grandma or grandpa.
Yeah.
Your great grandma or grandpa, for those of you who are fortunate enough to still have them around.
Anyone.
Anyone, really.
We just wanted some awkward questions.
And we did receive some awkward questions, to be honest, on two fronts. One being what we asked for, and other ones, people just asking awkward questions about Jess and I's relationship.
I did just want to say thank you to the response of the last video that we did like this.
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun for us, but it also, so many people enjoyed it and said that they would like a podcast.
Yes, they did. So we don't have a podcast,
yes,
if that's what you're thinking. But
if we did, what should we call it?
I called it Almost Adults, but it just like...
It didn't really...
It's like 90% there, but something clever like that that's like, we're figuring out life together, but we're not doing it in a serious way. We're not there yet, and you're not there yet.
We're just
and we're all figuring it out, but it's really lighthearted and fun, and we just want to have a good time and do life together.
Anyway, let us know if you have any cool names. All right.
Yeah, go in the comments if you're going through and like favorite the ones that you like and stuff, and then we can catch some vibes. Vibes will be flying around the comments, and we'll just catch a few of them. Excuse me.
Oh my gosh. Very serious, awkward first question. Do you do sock sock shoe shoe or sock shoe sock shoe? I sock sock shoe shoe.
Yeah, I sock shoe shoe.
My guess is that would be the most popular answer, but I loved that question.
I wonder if there's any like psychological correlation with like certain things. This is the thing. You want to have an equilibrium in life, right? Like if I'm putting my socks on, all of a sudden an explosion happens and my house is on fire and I need to leave. I need to be as equally balanced as possible.
You don't want to be halfway there.
What if you get to the point where you do sock, shoe, explosion, poof, you got to run. Now you're running with one shoe on and one barefoot.
No one wants that.
No one would ever want that in that scenario. So logically thinking about it, sock, shoe, shoe is a bigger brain person than a sock, shoe. So if you do sock, shoe, I'm sorry I offended you, but I need to...
But you're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
How long did you wait to after getting married? It's the,
The what?
You know that emoji?
How long did we wait to what?
To...
I don't know what you're talking about. What are they trying to say?
I don't really know, actually.
How long did we wait to what? What are you trying to say, Jess?
How long did you wait to... After
What's the word that they're trying to... How long did we wait to...
Kiss?
Oh.
Oh.
That. Well, I mean, we're not pregnant yet, so... Obviously, we're still waiting.
Still waiting, yeah.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
Yeah, good job.
5 years. When the time comes, how do I make my first kiss not awkward?
Lead with your teeth. Try and get as much teeth as possible.
Did you think about that as a guy being a teenager? Were you like, oh my gosh, my first kiss is going to be so awkward. How do I do it? How do you kiss? What do you do?
A little bit, but then there was like that confident part of me that was like, bro, chill.
You got
like
this.
You freaking got it under control, my guy.
It's something that just honestly happens naturally. It's not really something that you like learn. It just like happens. You know what I mean? Like, I think when I was younger, I was like, how do you know like where to like lean, like how do you, so many things.
Yeah.
And then it happens and it's just such a normal, like it just kind of fits and it happens. It's not going to be as awkward as you think.
Yeah. And if it is really awkward, that's probably not a problem with you. That's probably just a problem with like the chemistry there. And it's just not supposed to be a thing.
No, because even if it's awkward at the start.
Whoa. Okay.
You were shutting down like their relationship just.
I was going to follow up with part 2 of what I said.
Go.
Or there's people out there who had an awkward first start of whatever, first kiss, and then they're like married now and everything's fine because they figured it out.
It's so defensive. You're like, no, what I was going to say.
You didn't let me finish.
I would say
You
that
can't get a break out here on these streets.
there's
How am I supposed to live, laugh, love under this kind of pressure?
I think before it happens, if you're thinking about it a lot, you're thinking that it's going to be super awkward. But for me, and probably for you as well, when it happens, it's just like, oh.
Yeah. I think we should, do you want to like test it out? Like, should we just see if it's like awkward or whatever?
Our first kiss.
Like our next first kiss, you know what I mean? And like, is it awkward? Does it, what does it lead to?
Next question.
You know, wait, can we just talk about this real quick? I have my one sandal on and Jess has my other
Well,
sandal.
you took the other one off and I just like started, my foot somehow got there. Is it okay to have an opposite gender best friend if you're in a relationship? We're speaking from our situation. There might be other couples out there that have different situations. For us, I have a couple examples of people I would call guy best friends, and they're guys who are best friends with Gabe, who I also love hanging out with. We all hang out together. And then my other example was our friend Zach, who I have known for years, a couple years before I met Gabe. I would consider him one of our best friends because he's now one of Gabe's best friends. Like, I introduced them and now they're like super close. They have this podcast together. You know, they're best friends.
But you weren't like best guy friends with him. We kind of became best friends with him together.
Yeah.
In our experience, typically if there's an opposite gender best friend, we're both best friends with that person.
It's going to depend on what you and your partner are comfortable with. Maybe there are certain boundaries that you put in place. I don't know. I just feel like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it was really good, babe. Made me yawn. Made me want to take a nap.
What should I do if my parents don't approve of my significant other?
That's on you. Falls in your court.
Not right now. My parents definitely approve.
Yeah, they're still iffy.
I thought you were going to be like, yeah, they're in love with me. Yeah, I'm their
Yeah,
favorite.
what can I say? They love me.
It just reminded me of when I was a teenager and I liked someone and my mom sat me down and was like, I just don't think like he's going to be good for you. And turns out she was totally right, because now I look back and, you know, I was young. I was a teenager. You know, when you look back and you're like, oh, I was just young.
I was going to say, do you actually trust and really respect, well, you kind of should respect your parents' opinions and stuff like that, but do you actually like trust their opinions that they have the best interest at heart for you? Caveat to that is, as a teenager, most people will probably think that their parents don't, because teenagers just like, there's something that you have when you're a teenager that you're like, my parents are idiots.
I know what's right for me.
Yeah, exactly. And most of the time you're wrong, they're right. But when you're an adult and you actually have like an adult relationship with your parents, is your relationship like really trusting, and do you actually really trust your parents' opinion and trust that they have their best interests at heart? Because I know like a lot of people probably don't have the best relationship with their parents, and like their opinions aren't necessarily the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, again, I think this depends on every situation, but if you're a bit older and you really feel for yourself that this is like the person that you definitely want to be with, I would fight for it. How do you guys deal with splitting the finances? Like, who buys groceries, who buys furniture or bills and stuff, because you both have your own sources of income, etc.
So that one's a really simple answer. Yes, we do have separate sources of income. We do have together income as well, like this, but it's all together. What's mine is hers, what's hers is mine. I know that there are couples out there that like keep things separate. To be honest, sorry if this offends you, I find that a little weird. Like when you're married, it's like two become one. It's all the same. Like what if a mom wants to be a stay-at-home mom, or even like a stay-at-home dad, and one of them actually is like the one that works and brings in income, and the other one, you're just going to keep that separated and be like, oh, sorry, you know, your bank account's low. All right, I'm going to go to work, have fun with the kids.
Yeah, I mean, that's just not what we've experienced, so I feel like we can't really speak into that properly.
Yeah.
But I remember being like that when we were first getting married.
Because I was like already working and stuff. You had like just left college and everything. So you felt bad
Combining finances because you had made more money than me. I remember feeling awkward about it in the beginning, but now that we've been married for 5 years, I can't imagine having separate accounts. It definitely makes it easier with like furniture, buying a house, you know, so many different things. It makes it a lot easier. To answer this question from a perspective where you don't have the same account, I know people who have an account that they both put money into, like when they get paid and stuff, and then that is what they use for groceries, bills, that sort of thing. If you're not married or if you like haven't combined. Did that make sense?
That does make sense.
Do you guys ever feel like not having sex or being intimate just out of sync or something? Do you feel like we are ever out of sync?
Do you ever, what do you think about that, babe?
Are we ever out of sync?
Do you feel like you don't want to have sex sometimes with me?
What I was going to say to this was I think it's
Yeah, what were you going to say?
totally normal to be out of sync sometimes. I don't think you can expect... It's not...
Oh, dang it.
Ow.
Oh, dang it. Was that funny?
Being two separate people, I think it's unrealistic to think that both of you all of the time are going to be completely in sync. I think sometimes like one person can be more stressed. One person can be like tired, and it's totally normal, and don't
beat yourself up about it.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up about it.
But you don't want to get to a point where you feel out of sync all the time. Yeah, you want to obviously be working on ways to resolve that, I guess, disconnection issue.
You can communicate and say, like, this is not you. I don't know why. I'm just like super stressed right now, and, communicate.
Yeah.
I'm getting married next year. Would you recommend doing a first look? We did not do a first look.
We did not. I'm glad we didn't.
I'm also glad we didn't.
I can tell you exactly why first looks are popular now. Pictures.
Yeah.
People want to take a bunch of pictures now of like all the perfect setup with a thing on the hill and this and that. And they don't want to do it after the ceremony. They want to do it before, when like everyone's fresh and the makeup's good and still daylight out and whatever. Answer all the check boxes of why it's better to take pictures before. It's like a nice way to see each other and then like pray with each other and still kind of have like that moment while still being able to get photos.
I did a first look with my dad, which I thought was
That's cute though.
Really cute. I have photos of that, which is really special. But I'm glad that we didn't do one, because I don't think I'll ever forget the look, like when I entered and seeing you at the end and like me starting to walk down, like that is so special to me.
Mm-hmm. Just how emotionally composed I was.
I just think it was so special that the first time you were seeing me that day was...
walking down the aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. That freeze frame is like captured in my mind.
Again, everyone's different. I do think it's a really special moment for first looks because it's quite intimate. It's just you guys. It's just you two and like a photographer. I don't think you can go wrong, but I'm glad that we didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have a conversation about what engagement ring you like so your significant other knows?
I don't know.
This was 5 years ago that we got engaged. Our experience was my mum, we just went on a shopping day. We were like, let's go look at rings. Like, this will be fun. That was definitely my mum's idea. We tried some on. I like sent you a couple pictures. I was like, oh my gosh, look what I tried on today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so fun. And then we kind of continued to look, which made sense because we had talked about wanting to get married and it all made sense.
It depends though, like if you don't want to tell your boyfriend.
I guess for us, we were really open about wanting to marry each other and like wanting to get engaged.
Yeah.
I know some people, don't like want to bring it up because they don't want to like pressure their partner into proposing or whatever. I don't know. I think it can be done in like a lighthearted way. And if you're like out shopping with your friends one day and try on a ring that you like, text him a picture and be like, haha, this is, so much fun.
This is what you do. Go try on rings. Take the photos of the one you like. Send it to your boyfriend. And then follow-up message. OMG, I'm so sorry. This was totally fill in the blank random friend's idea to go ring shopping just for fun.
It doesn't need to be that elaborate. I think you could just
be
like...
whatever. Just be like, that was blah, blah, blah sent these. You know what I mean?
No, I think you can just be like, oh, she's making me send this to you because she thought it was so pretty.
Or if you don't, completely blame it on the other person. Say, oops, sorry, wasn't my fault.
Oopsie doopsie.
Oopsie doopsie.
I also know some couples that shop together and they just like start talking about it and they're like, yeah, let's go look at rings. So I think everyone's different.
Yeah. Anyway, these are all different ideas. Pick which one works for you.
Everyone's different. I think that's the moral of this video.
And nobody's perfect.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody has those days.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
So never say never. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this week's podcast. Watching this week's video. See what I did there?
Hopefully this was helpful. It's always fun. This was fun.
This was fun. Again. It's always a good time. Wow. Okay, my arm didn't reach. There we go. It feels more like we're hanging out rather than us just running around vlogging things. They're both fun, but it's just a different style that we really like. And we'll see you in the next one, next vlog, or podcast vibe.
Plug.
Exactly.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Sorry. We're out of sync. See?
Oh, right.
We need to communicate.
Yeah. Okay. Let's communicate, and then we can. You wanna? Then we can go. Peace out
from Jess
and Gabriel Conti. You.